How did you pull this off? This was a tough guy, and boy, did he hang in there, and he took tremendous punishment and kept coming back.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to outpower him because my first time coming up to 200. So I knew I had to use the gifts I got then. Speed, power, movement, punch selection, and IQ. That's exactly what I did.
Gotta go around. He's on his way now to small here.
God damn, I'm gonna get fucked up, baby. The best fights I've ever seen in my life. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm getting loaded.
They call him the Mexican monster for a reason.
That was crazy. Were you expecting that?
I was expecting Zurdo to be able to like go to 12 because Zurdo has never been stopped before. Or not that I remember him. I don't think he's been stopped before. But he's tough, But I mean, David's much stronger at cruiserweight than he was at 175 and 168. Like much stronger. You can see in his speed, he's not killing himself. You can tell.
Were you impressed that Ramirez came back after the 4th round when it looked like it was over?
Honestly, I mean, he's a warrior, bro. I mean, dude, you're telling me where he got hurt.
I'm happy with this, and I just want to keep fighting against the best in the world and keep cementing my greatness. You know, everybody doubts me over and over and over and over again, but that's what I like. You know, I like when people doubt me because then I get to come in here and show you guys what I'm really made of. So I just want to tell you thank you so much. I love every single one of you, and this is a blessing just to be here with you guys. So thank you so much. I feel that I'm really starting to come into my own. Everything I speak, I do. You know what I mean? I said I was going to beat David Morrell. I said I was going to beat Caleb Plant. I said I was going to beat Yard. I said I was going to beat Zurdo Ramirez. So I'm just getting, a lot of confidence in myself. And back then, I thought it was a dream that I could become a great. And now I know for sure that this is my destiny. And I'm just very, very happy that I'm able to have this type of performance in Cinco de Mayo in the United States. My last fight was in Saudi Arabia. Had a great performance out there too. And it's just, just a blessing to be able to follow it up with this type of performance in the United States on Cinco de Mayo.
Watching a former world champion, a man who once seemed unbeatable, get rolled out of the T-Mobile Arena on a stretcher was a chilling moment that lasted 2 minutes and 36 seconds for Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. The emergency lights, the quiet crowd, the total shock, all painted a deeply disturbing picture by 2 minutes and 43 seconds. But the most upsetting part of this whole sad event might not have been the brutal knockout itself. The real story could be that this fight was already lost by 2 minutes and 52 seconds before anyone threw a punch hidden away in training sessions and behind the bright cameras of Fight Week. A dark mental defeat had already happened by the 3-minute mark.
6th-round KO from David Benavidez versus Zurdo Ramirez. Cinco de Mayo weekend. Definitely a great fight. But wow. David Benavidez knocks down Zurdo Ramirez in the 4th round. And then continuously, throwing crazy combinations. I mean, I'm talking about 6-piece combinations, real close range. Zurdo Ramirez came into the fight strong, came in there with his front foot. He came in there pressing the action, but David Benavidez's speed combinations was just way too much. Shout out to Zurdo Ramirez. Hell of a chin on him, man. I mean, I'm telling you, he took so many big shots. David Benavidez ended up closing his eye, and he really just couldn't take any more. But big shout outs to, Hyman Munguia as well, beating Resendiz for the WBA title. And now you have David Benavidez, a 3-division champion. I mean, what's next? We seen Canelo Alvarez in the building for Hyman Munguia, but was nowhere to be found on the main event. David Benavidez called him out, let everybody know, listening to fans, do you want this fight? He's calling out Monstro. The fans are calling out Monstro. It was definitely a great performance.
Days before entering the ring to face the most dangerous man in the sport, a shocking confession slipped out at 4 minutes and 42 seconds. In normal Fight Week interviews, fighters always act totally sure of themselves and give off a feeling of being unbeatable. But at 4 minutes and 51 seconds, Ramirez made a stunning comment that surprised everyone in the sport. He said very calmly that he might only have 1 or 2 more fights left in his career by 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
He might only have 1 or 2 fights left in him.
And I know that you mentioned you are thinking of only fighting 2 more times. With that being said, what is your really dream matchup in the sport of boxing before you retire?
I don't know. Let's find out. But I have this Saturday, this coming fight Saturday, and then who knows?
Yeah. And lastly, what can fans expect Saturday night, and what do you really want your legacy to be when it's all said and done one day?
They have to expect a war. It will be a war this fight, and I will raise my hand with my belt for the winner.
What about the legacy?
My legacy, I already have legacy, and probably I will do more.
Completely. Well, thank you so much.
Saying the word retirement while getting ready for a big Cinco de Mayo fight is a career death wish at 5 minutes and 50 seconds. You do not enter a war zone thinking about which beach you will visit next month at 5 minutes and 54 seconds. That mental advantage, the key need for survival at the top level, was totally gone. He was openly planning his way out while acting like he was getting ready to fight at 6 minutes and 3 seconds.
That David Benavidez beat Gilberto Ramirez tonight. You know, Terrence versus Canelo, that was his own masterclass. Shakur versus Tio, you know, Inoue beat Nakatani, Usyk and Fury, all really good performances, don't get me wrong, but that's what the fuck I'm talking about. What David Benavidez just did to Gilberto Ramirez. I said in the breakdown after the weigh-in that yesterday, expect some James Toney-like stuff from David Benavidez. I didn't think he'd dispatch of him in 6 rounds. This was his best performance yet. I think the pacing he had in this fight was brilliant. Knowing he was up in weight, he didn't throw too many punches too early, and he relied on his defense a lot. Did some good James Toney-like defense, paced himself, found his jab, and then the hand speed ringside was absolutely insane. I mean, he's one of the fastest fighters in boxing of any weight class, but to have hand speed like that at 200 pounds, the dexterity on the punches, he hurts Zurdo by switching southpaw in the 4th round, hits him with a straight left hand, then follows it up with ridiculous combinations. I mean, electrifying stuff, you know, like Sugar Ray Leonard, Oscar De La Hoya type fucking combinations. And eventually drops him with the right hand, hitting him with every punch in the book. The left hook in the inside was money, and just puts together some beautiful offense. He is one of the most offensively prolific fighters in the game. You know,
The contrast between the two camps couldn't have been more glaring. While his opponent was sharpening his tools with violent intent, Ramirez was looking past the ropes, visualizing a quiet life away from the heavy bags and the grueling sparring sessions. That subtle shift in focus is all it takes for a world-class athlete to turn into a walking target.
and the fans like what they came to see. So, you know, there was a lot of talk this week about, is he really a real Mexican and all that stuff. Look, Julio Cesar Chavez was on the fence about it when I asked him back in Thursday after the press conference. I don't think he's on the fence now. He hugged David Benavidez in the ring right after the fight. So this kid has a chance, this man has a chance to be the best Mexican-American fighter since Oscar De La Hoya. He's that good. He has that kind of scintillating hand speed like Oscar had in combination punching. But Zurdo, he tried to give, and I said before the fight, Zurdo was accepting his role as a supporting actor, and that's exactly what he did in this fight. He tried to give David his own medicine in rounds 2 and 3 and had some success doing it. He gave David some of his own medicine. He pressured him, he pressed him as the bigger man, tried to take away some of his range, but unfortunately for him, David Benavidez is an excellent inside fighter. And whenever he wanted to, he would pick his spots with combinations. The short left hook couldn't miss. There was times, even on the inside, he would find the dexterity to hit him with a power jab. So, and people always talk about David squaring his feet up, but he makes it work for him in a way that's very creative and dynamic. And that's why he even went as far as switching southpaw a couple times. So then into the 6th round, Benavidez, after dropping him in the 4th, went back to pacing himself. I think this was the best he ever paced himself in a fight, better than David Morrell or Caleb Plant or any of those fights. And part of it was he had a much more stationary target in front of him. Guys like Vosdick, guys like Morrell, Yard, Plant, Even Andrade, who he knocked out in the same amount of rounds.
The hard truth inside the ring came fast and without mercy. When the round started at 9 minutes and 46 seconds, David Benavidez did not just try to win. He started a step-by-step takedown. The speed was shocking. The pressure at 9 minutes and 53 seconds was totally crushing. And the huge number of punches felt like a bad dream. For 6 tough rounds, this was not a boxing match at 10 minutes and 1 second. It was a scary physical breaking of a man who did not want to be there. Every hard-hitting attack from the Mexican fighter seemed to knock the last bit of fight out of Zurdo's spirit at 10 minutes and 10 seconds. It was not just about the power.
In training camp for this, because I knew Gilberto Ramirez was a warrior, and I knew that he was not going to let go of his titles willingly. So, you know, I knew the risks. I knew what I was capable of. I went up there, I told everybody that I wanted to stop Gilberto Ramirez, and that's exactly what I did. And here I am, and I'm just very happy with this, and I just want to keep fighting against the best in the world and keep cementing my greatness. You know, everybody doubts me over and over and over and over again, but that's what I like. You know, I like when people doubt me because then I get to come in here and show you guys what I'm really made of. So I just want to tell you thank you so much. I love every single one of you, and this is a blessing just to be here with you guys. So thank you so much.
It was the steady crushing angles that trapped him. Benavidez pinned him on the ropes at 10 minutes and 19 seconds, throwing hooks and uppercuts that came with heavy and dangerous force at 10 minutes and 23 seconds. There was no way out, no smart last-minute fix from the corner. It was a one-sided beating that felt sadly unavoidable as it kept going at 10 minutes and 31 seconds. By the time the last hard shot landed in round 6, the false image was totally gone. The former cruiserweight champion at 10 minutes and 39 seconds was not simply defeated, he was destroyed at 10 minutes and 41 seconds.
Power movement, point selection, and I that's exactly what I did. Oh, got to go around. Zurdo, ¿estás bien? Zurdo, ¿todo bien? Está bien, nomás me echó. Start moving back, moving back. ¿Qué quieres decir, amigo? Yeah, back here.
Yo hacía adaptación.
Fans watched without a sound as the harsh truth of boxing was shown plainly to them at 13 minutes and 3 seconds. Losing your title is one thing, but it is a whole other kind of fear when your body just stops working under the heavy force of a younger and more eager fighter at 13 minutes and 8 seconds.
Benavidez. David Benavidez is fucking special. David Benavidez is everything you want in a fighter. You talking speed, aggression, defense. And think about his defense, right? He's not moving around the ring. He stands right there in front of you. And he's willing to take a shot. He's gonna block some shot, but he's willing to take a shot. And he's gonna shoot his load every time. Combinations, power, just utter savagery. Oh my God, this guy is so special. Such a beautiful fighter to watch. It's like watching Picasso. The ring is this man's canvas. What he just did to Gilberto Ramirez was special. But if you watch Zurdo throughout his career, you knew what was going to happen. Like, if you really watched the two fighters, you knew what was going to happen. I never rated Zurdo that high. Respectable fighter. But I never thought he was that good. Resume was a little inflated. You look at his resume, like, as far as top guys or names, like, who did he really fight? What does he really bring to the table? You watch Benavidez, you know, you see it. You see who he fought, you see what he does to fighters. I say that to say, if you watched these two, you knew what the outcome was. And it proved to be true. David fucking Benavidez. Take a bow, young man. Take a bow.
It is the buzzsaw of Benavidez, punches and bunches. And the only shot that Zurdo had was kind of, throw a punch right in the center. So obviously the speed was too much. Benavidez was too much. The monster's here for a long time. So very proud of him. But the whole night from top to bottom was excellent. Probably one of the best cards we've ever put.
Absolutely. What do you think is next for Benavidez? What would you like to see? I thought we couldn't hear back here, but maybe he was talking about B-ball. Is that something that looks like is coming up next?
He's got many options. He's got many options. So I think right now he is the man at that weight class. So whoever's going to fight him has to wait in line, because there's several fighters like B-ball, like all the top guys. So including just all the world champions. But Benavidez right now is.
The action continues, so stick with Boxology, press subscribe, and turn on notifications. More exciting videos are ready for you on the channel. See you next time, keep your hands up and stay safe.